Maximum Overdrive TV presents What is going on, YouTubers? This is another top 10 video. This time around I'll do a top 10 video on the longest running anime shows in history. Thank you for your applause. So you're not interested? Are you sure? Screw you, we're doing it anyway. Okay, before I get into this video, I do have some honorable mentions to mention, so if you don't like it, then screw you. So, number 11 is Kaleido Star. Yes, like I said, this is a long list, so please be aware. Kaleido Star has about 52 episodes, plus one special makes it 53. I've always liked Kaleido Star. It was one of my favorites, close to one of my favorites. Like, I would rank it on top 5. Please check it out as you get a chance. Number 10 is Card Captors. Card Captors is one of the best ones I've actually watched. Plus, reason why I have it number 10 is because there's a new series coming out in early 2018, so I am looking forward to this. If it ever gets dubbed, I will raise this name on the top of the list if I can. Depending on how many likes, or how many episodes they'll make. It is too early to tell because it has not been released yet. So for now, it'll stay in number 10. However, the episode has at least close to 79, almost 80 episodes, I think. So it's worth checking out. Please give it your full support on this if you want to see a new series of Card Captors, which will take place in early 2018. Number 9 is, well, you probably already heard this was coming, Yu-Gi-Oh! How many series have these guys made already? For Christ's sake, it's like, good grief, I can't even speechless. How many series are they gonna come out with? Like, how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? For shame. They don't know how to end the series sometimes. Alright, guys, number 8, Yu Yu Hakusho. I was a fan. I used to watch this when I was little, and when I was watching Toonami, this one had the most. It was one of my most favorite, even though I hated to admit it, but it was one of my favorite shows growing up. It is just one of my favorites back then. Still is to this day. The shows have at least 200 episodes worth checking out. The number of movies, I think, was 2. I think they came out with 2 movies. So yeah. Coming in at number 7, Ranma 1/2. The episode has over 191 episodes. It was one of my favorites. I actually enjoyed it because of the fact that it's kind of funny, and it made me laugh a lot. So please check it out if you get a chance. Coming in at number 6, and you probably thought this was coming eventually, but yeah, here it is. At number 6 spot is Sailor Moon. You want to know why I rank Sailor Moon in this list? Because it almost has 200 episodes. That's why. Now you know. You say you don't agree? Well, screw you. It's my list. Okay? Let's get on with it. Even though the series has a lot of flaws, especially the last season that they came out with that was kind of never aired or dubbed, kind of pissed a lot of people off. But yeah, I personally I enjoyed Sailor Moon, and I'd like to see how it actually ended. Dubbed, not subbed. I don't speak Japanese. I don't. I don't really know Japanese, and I intentionally don't I really want to watch in Japanese. So if you're gonna make an anime, you're probably gonna need to do it till the end. If you can't do that, then you don't really deserve to have it go all the way. Moving right along, number 5, and the top 5 spot belongs to Fairy Tail. No, I'm not, and no, guys, I am not talking about fairies. I'm not talking about elves and pinkum punkum punkos. I'm talking about bimbo. I'm not talking about bimbos. This one is a little different. I have when I say Fairy Tail. This one has at least 500, almost close to 500 episodes. I think it already has 500 episodes. Began in the 1990s and still is airing to this day. At least I think so. It is also questionable how many episodes there are. Now, number 4 is Lupin the Third. You guys must be questioning why I'm ranking Lupin the Third, not number 1, not number 2, not number 3, but 4. The answer is kind of simple. It's because of the fact that we don't know how many episodes there are in Lupin the Third. I recently knew that there's a new series coming out on Toonami called Lupin the Third, not Lupin. But the question remains is how long has the anime has been going on? I have to give this number 4 because I have to give them credit. Because I looked it up on Wikipedia and it says they started this show back in the 1960s, the 1970s, and the 80s, and the 90s, and so on and so forth, with a lot of movies under their belt, and I have to give them credit for that. I'm not sure how many movies there are, but there's one hell of a lot. I think it kind of broke Naruto Shibbuden's record of movies, but it's just me. Okay? The number of episodes is kind of questionable since it is a mystery how many of them there actually are, or have not been aired, or have aired. So I have to rank this number 4 because of that fact. And the fact it's still going, I have to give them props. Coming in at number 3, and you probably already figured out why I ranked this one number 3. It's kind of impressive that they're coming out with another series based off of this. This is impressive. And I have the most respect for this one as well. Number 3, Naruto Shippuden. Yeah, I mentioned it when I was mentioning Lupin the Third. But yeah, it has 500 episodes plus 3 or 4, maybe 5 movies under its belt. It is impressive, if you ask me. No, guys, I am not putting Naruto, regular uncut Naruto, in this list because it only had 200. If you want to complain to the freaking creators that made the show. But no, I'm not making that list. Sorry. At number 2, and it's still airing to this day. Man, I have got to give this one a lot of credit. At number 2 spot belongs to One Piece. It is still airing today, and how many dub episodes there are is close over to 800, which makes it the longest running anime in history if you count one condition. This one has at least 800, but at number 1 spot, I will rank this one. The number 1 spot is called Dragon Ball. Most of you have already heard it, but it is one of the best, so I have to give them credit for this as well. because of the fact that it is one of the best films, one of the best series I've ever watched. Dragon Ball is number one for a reason, and that's that, guys. But now, before I get on with my top 10, number one, top 0.1 ranking, let me get a few honorable mentions out of the way. This one is, the first honorable mention is Pokemon, and this is kind of getting ridiculous because it has 19, almost 20 seasons. I mean, come on, I kind of quit watching Pokemon after, 6 seasons? After season 6, actually. So, they need to find a way to milk this, try to end the series already. I mean, I'm sure the dub actor's kind of getting tired of it and tired of recreating, doing his voices and shit. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Pokemon is a cartoon, right? Wrong. Because of the fact that it is made in Japan, I found that out on Wikipedia, so that's why it's on an honorable mention. Nothing more, nothing less. And so is Yu-Gi-Oh! If you haven't figured that out. Our second honorable mention is Marmalade Boy. This one had at least almost close to 78, almost 80 of them, 80 episodes. So I kind of enjoyed Marmalade Boy to the fullest because it was that good, except the drama part was kind of not of a good quality part, I think. But I guess that's what it made it Marmalade Boy. And no, guys, I'm not talking about marmalade jello or, marmalade jam. That's just weird. Alright, guys, now that the honorable mentions are out of the way, dig out your ears, dig out your earwax on gunk, dig out your gunk out of your earwax, put your balls in place, and glue your ass to the seat. Because I have found the 0.1 ranking of all time, the most longest running anime in history has to go to none other than, drumroll please, anybody? Nobody? Shit. Okay, guys, without further ado, it's Case Closed, otherwise known as Detective Conan in the Japanese name. Yes, it's a mystery anime. Although it had 191 episodes dubbed, this anime is still going subbed, like in Japanese. It is still airing to this day, plus 6 movies that were dubbed. And a lot of those are impressive in my account. I'm pretty sure they made more than 6 movies in this series. It's just amazing how much this anime is the ultimate. Good God. I mean, yes, Dragon Ball was started in 1989. But, however, considering that the same time Case Closed has more episodes under its belt, I have to give it the number 1 spot. And that is that. I mean, yeah, this one had, it's close to, 600, almost, the amount of episodes of, both One Piece. They're still airing these episodes to this day, but even though it's not dubbed, it is really impressive. Even though I can try watching it subbed by, reading it or watching the reactions, I wouldn't recommend it, but I would. Okay, guys, if you enjoy this list, please slap that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Thank you for 13 subscribers already. And I will see you next time on Spider-Man Homecoming. A special event. Don't miss it. A review on Spider-Man Homecoming. Please like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I love you guys. Thank you. And I am out for now.